Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, was a movie that left us with a lot of questions as we move into Episode 9 and where the characters are. But the novelization for The Last Jedi seems to reveal at least where Leia will be. Which is a little, I don't know what how we can take this actually, but it does leave those clues. Now, Episode 9, which doesn't have a name yet, after the colon, is going to start filming this summer. And we know that Carrie Fisher passed away right after filming of Episode 8, and they had decided as a studio not to change what happened to her. It was discussed, what if we manufacture an ending for the character for this movie? And they decided not to, and they went with what they had. And Leia did end up actually making it through all the way, despite I was sitting in the theater the whole time thinking, is this it? Is this it?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
And it never was.
Yeah, at first, my first reaction was that it would have been fairly easy to subtly modify something that happens in the movie. I won't give spoilers, even though it's been out forever. Go watch it if you're ever gonna watch it. And have her end. But there's also stuff that she does that you really wouldn't wanna lose. And it leaves them in a tough position. My guess would be that we're going to get a reference in the scrolling text to her passing, which just doesn't seem sasatisfying.
But here's where the novelization comes in. So apparently, the novel refers to the part where she does her, what we'll call the Mary Poppins trick, where she's outside of the destroyed command room. You see her floating, and she uses the Force to guide herself back to safety. I had problems with it, but apparently the book is pretty revelatory that she contracted solar radiation and hypoxia, which, I mean, though she seemed fine in the movie, this could mean it's contributing to her death after the film ends.
Yeah, I guess we have to ask ourselves, how scientifically realistic do we want Star Wars to be about exposure to outer space? But it's rough, look it up. It's bad for your skin and your blood and your eyeballs and all that. I mean, it's a combination of pressure and temperature and all of those things. She seemed really healthy. But Bacta is amazing stuff, so. Yeah, and they could easily say that she got cancer from or something like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know how much it matters what it is that they say she passes from in the scrolling text, if that's what they're gonna do.
The scrolling text
that's the consequential part to me. Is it going to be there, or would we ever see her? But they said they're not gonna do any sort of recreation of her. And so it has to be off camera. I guess it matters for canon how she died. And I like that. Can we do spoilers? I don't know.
This whole thing has been spoilers, John.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. No, you said she survived, okay? I guess that is technically a spoiler. I like that there is definitely a mirroring of her storyline and Luke's storyline, that they both had to do something amazing with the Force to help push the Resistance into its next phase. I mean, and she might last a little bit longer than him, but she still will die from what she had to do.
On that topic, the novelization apparently reveals a few other things, including Luke knew he would die when projecting himself to that battle.
Okay, that's good. I think that's a good addition.
So, and then there was also, they just couldn't leave Leia alone. Apparently Leia cries as soon as Luke dies. She cries out for Luke, for Han, for Ben into Chewie's arms and just says, "It's just us now."
That's rough. Yeah.
And then it's gonna be just Chewie.
Yeah, and then in the background, like they changed the focus from them crying to C-3PO, and he's just like, what the fuck?
Well,
he's been there the whole time too. He's been trying to help them.
In the Star Wars holiday special.
Why doesn't he get any credit?
He says, he has a line that says to the amount of, "I wish I had feelings so that I could celebrate this wonderful holiday with you."
Okay, well, I feel bad that he doesn't get feelings. When clearly BB-8 has feelings.
Isn't that a feeling though, to have envy for feelings?
I guess that's a good point. To want something, I guess, is a feeling. Well, sorry,
you wouldn't count the holiday specials.
Yeah, you got put together by a kid and he didn't know what he was doing.
And your arm is red now.
Your arm is red. Yeah, I feel like Luke had this great bond with R2-D2. You could have the same bond with C-3PO if you'd ever put any effort into it, Leia.
Well, maybe he's just so off-putting.
He kind of is.
In the way that he talks. And no one knows what R2 is saying, so you could project your own emotions onto him.
Luke knows what he's saying.
Luke does know what he's saying. And he's aware of cheap tricks as well. Audience, how do you think Star Wars will handle Episode 9 and Princess General Leia going forward. Please let us know your theories and like and subscribe for more.